This is it. Today we're wrapping up preparations for Master Mode Floor 7, getting every single upgrade, new item, ability, skill, and anything else we need to take on the Wither King. If you want to see what it takes to fight the final boss of Skyblock, stick to the end of the video to see what happens. Anyways, we've got no time to waste, let's do this. So I swapped out our vampire minions for skeleton minions. Unfortunately, we are not quite at the blood donor artifact talisman, but you know, I kind of need to set these up for an item called the Gloomlock Grimwire. This is a very important tank item that I need to have before doing M7 boss. So we need these 4 enchanted, or I guess 8 enchanted bone blocks. And apart from that, we need null ovoids, which are basically free, and then enchanted gunpowder, which is not free. But I've got one creeper minion kind of just making gunpowder here so I can make a bunch of creeper minions. Once I have these bones up, from the time I'm recording this, I'm expecting this to take about 3 days to get everything I need for the Grimwire. I also have one slime minion up to start working on slime blocks because bouncy arrows cost slime blocks, and those are going to be absolutely critical for clearing efficiently in M7. So these guys are kind of just going to sit here for a few days, and I guess I'll let you guys know when these are done. What? Are you serious, dude? Really? An EXP share core? I'm just trying to max out the Snaky Creeper Bestiary, and I just pull, what? Is that 1 in 1,000? Are you serious? No, 1 in 10,000? What? Dude, there's no way. Is that 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000? I can't tell. I just woke up. I'm too tired to see that, but either way, that's absolutely ridiculous, dude. Are you serious? Well, I don't know what I'll use that for, but I guess we have that now as an item. Maybe I'll put that on the second G-Drag, actually. That's probably the best thing to do. Just to kind of level it up over time, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. What's the crafting recipe for this? That's actually insanely cheap. I'll do that here in a little bit once I'm done with the creepers. Little trick for a creeper bestiary is to wear Aurora armor and turn all your particles on. With that being said, Snaky Creeper Bestiary 10 is officially maxed out, and hopefully we have enough gunpowder to make the rest of these creeper minions I'm going to need to do. I'll have all the bones here in about 3 hours time, and the gunpowder will take less than a day, so I guess this is gonna go a little bit quicker than I thought, but Snaky Creeper Bestiary is done. One of the first ever bestiaries I've actually ended up maxing out. I think if I'm correct, all of these mobs over here now have bestiary, which means I can just go here and annihilate all these guys for some free bestiary milestones and get some more XP on my golden dragons. So I guess I'll do this for, I don't know, like 10 minutes or until I get bored and try and get the next combat XP milestone, because I'm only, what, 9 bestiary things away? No, 7 away, so this probably won't take nearly that long to max out. Well, there it is. So I guess we can go ahead and grab our, okay, we have this G-Dragon. We can claim our next bestiary milestone right here of 1 million XP. There we go. G-Drag gets a level from that, actually, which is pretty sick. A level and a half. Wow. And bestiary milestone level 220. It's another, what, 20 total combat XP, something crazy, or 20 total Skyblock XP. Yeah, look at that, going up in levels like crazy. How tough are these farming island ones to actually max out? Oh, they're not too bad to max out. I don't know if I really want to though, but we'll see. Maybe if I get bored, I'll do that one day. I've wanted a different pet item on this G-Drag for a long time anyway, so let's go ahead and give him a EXP share. This way he will level up passively and I never have to worry about him again until he's level 200. It'll probably take several months for him to get there, but we don't really need to use him for quite a while anyways, so I think it's going to be the best decision overall by a long shot. So now I can use any other pet I want, and that guy's just going to slowly level up over time, regardless what I'm doing in the game. Another upgrade I've waited way too long to do is to recon this Godroll Blaze Belt. It's just an extra crit chance, so we might as well do it. And when I turn it into the Vanquished version, it'll be yet another crit chance, so I guess free damage for us. Hey, quick upgrade, just hit 20,000 Undead Essence, so we can actually go to the Undead Essence shop and buy Critical 4! Oh my god, 50,000 Essence for Crit 5, are you serious? Really? Really? 50,000? That's gonna take me so long, man, that's gonna take so long! Well, back to the grind, I guess. This one's a little bit special as we actually get to claim a item. I've been totally forgetting to claim this, but we have the Necromancer Lord chestplate. Look at that. Absolutely no stars, no growth 6, prot 6, but free Skyblock XP nonetheless. So we take a free chest. There's nothing else in any of these, I don't think. And I guess I'll keep playing a little bit to get the last cattle level. It appears we got a new personal best on the last night of Derpy. Oh my gosh. 314 is a new personal best. Necromancer Sword Troll. Alright, well, I don't know. I guess this was this was a really good run, actually. I don't know, what were my stats? Did I do good at all? Meh, not great, but not terrible either, I don't think. So, yeah, there's a new PB, I guess, 314. So we didn't quite get enough Cata XP to level up during Derpy, but it's the next day, which means I finally have enough gunpowder to craft the Gloomlock Grimwire. The only ingredient we need now is the Null Ovoids, which I just need a little bit of obsidian to make. So let's go to the end and mine it out real quick. Just finished the obsidian, so it's actually time to finally craft ourselves our Gloomlock Grimwire. So let's take all of the stuff we need to make it. It's going to be 8 bone blocks like that, 2 stacks of enchanted gunpowder, and then 16 null ovoids, and I forgot the book. Well, it's not a Toad video unless I forget something vitally important to a crafting recipe. Anyways, now we can finally make it the Gloomlock Grimwire. This is a very, very overpowered, if not the strongest healing item in all of Skyblock. It's got 2 abilities. The first one is a left click. It uses 15 soul flow, but you gain 600 overflow, but it steals a quarter of your entire health. And the right click is what we really like. The costs 300 overflow, but you heal for 40% of your maximum health, which is huge, but you deal less damage. But you know what? We're playing tank anyways, so our damage doesn't matter in boss anyways. This is basically the pinnacle of all healing items in Skyblock and the thing every tank needs to survive M7. You basically just spam the right click, so you can use the left click to steal some of your life, and then you right click and it just fully heals you, and you can use it twice. So I believe this, in combination with our Soulflow Supercell, every time we leave combat we automatically gain 600 overflow mana. So every time we exit combat we will have 2 charges of this to use. At least that's my understanding. That could be totally wrong, but we always have the left click ability as a backup just in case we need it. So I guess that only leaves one more challenge in our way from being able to start M7, and that is getting Catacombs 47. So let's do these last few runs. This is it, the final Sedan we need to get Catacombs 47. Let's ice spray him, spam our duplex bow. Alright, I bought a Kismet Feather just for this last run here. Looks like that Recombobulator is getting absolutely dunked on, whether it wants to or not, and we get Necromancer Lord boots. Well, I'm gonna wait for this dungeon to close so we can see that great level up message. Oh, congrats on the star. And there it is, Catacombs level 47. The final thing I needed to be able to play M7 properly. Dude, it has been so long since I've wanted to start doing this, but I'll give you guys a playtime. We're at 6,878 hours of preparation to get to this point in our series, dude. I cannot wait to start M7 in the future. Oh, it's so nice to have that final roadblock out of the way, man. Absolutely incredible. So I made some upgrades and minor changes to my gear after a stream, basically trying to get as much input and recommendations as possible as to what I should take into Master Mode Floor 7. So I'll walk you through a couple of things that we upgraded and changed on my last Twitch live stream. First thing being, I converted my Necron boots into Maxor boots so it would have more speed. My damage is basically the same. I crush everything. It's pretty darn cool, actually. And my tunings, instead of crit chance enrichments, I'm actually using ferocity enrichments to get better damage on the mini bosses, as that's the only real thing that I have some trouble with. You can also see that my hotbar looks very, very interesting, a lot different than it usually does. I got rid of the item rarity colors and color-coded items by enchantment glint. If you look, you'll see that some items are blue, some items are red, and some items are green. I have this split up so I know exactly what I'm using in the clear section of the dungeon, and then I can quickly swap for all of the red items to get ready for the boss fight. And the green ones are utility items that don't really matter regardless. They're just like my helmets and my Spirit Leaps and Infiniboom. I also color-coded my Terminator a little bit better, so the light blue one is my Soul Eater bow and the dark blue one is my Duplex bow. This will hopefully let me keep track of what items I need before and after entering the boss, so I can change my inventory as soon as possible so I don't end up being too slow for Maxor. Apart from that, I think everything else is pretty much the same here, but this is going to be my inventory for when I start Master Mode 7. It's gonna look just like this. I almost have no room, which is kind of funny, so getting drops and salvaging them are gonna be a little bit interesting, but I guess we'll deal with that when I'm ready to. And as much as that pains me to do this, let's spend a ton of bits on 2 more auto pet rules, because I've only ever had 2 on this profile, but we need more. Let me walk you through this abomination of pet rules I'm going to be using. So the first one is going to be a pet rule for whenever I enter the dungeon. We're going to throw on my jellyfish pet so I can drink all the potions. Then next up, we're going to do an on combat. We're going to go, actually not yet. Next, we're going to do when any dungeon boss spawns, we're going to throw on our whale pet. And the third one is going to be when you enter combat, throw on G-Drag, but with an exception rule of if I have my whale equipped, then it won't work. This way, when I join a dungeon, I'll be able to drink a potion. When I enter combat, then my G-Drag will spawn. But if I'm in the boss, then the blue whale will spawn. And when I enter combat in the boss, because I have the blue whale equipped, it won't equip my G-Drag. I also just realized I should probably tweak this one to instead of any dungeon boss spawns, I'm just gonna make it so when I equip my wardrobe slot with the gold ore in it, then it'll throw the blue whale on. That'll be a little bit more consistent and prevent anything from breaking. So that's my pet rules. It's a little bit of a mess, but you know what? This is kind of what everyone needs to end up using when they're tanks. So I guess we'll just have to see how it goes out. Well, the only thing really left to do is just hop into a solo M7 and see how well we're able to clear. I've been doing a lot of these practice clears over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Toadstar0. Go drop me a follow there if you want to see some of the Iron Man series live as it happens. But let's drink up this potion and we have everything basically ready to go here. This is the hotbar I'll be using for the boss when I start doing real runs. But I'd figure I'd take you through at least some of a clear, at least as much as I can, until I inevitably get dunked on by an enemy. Just to kind of show where I'm at. I kind of just woke up, so I'll be a little bit slow, but you know what, that's fine. Takes practice, takes a little bit of warming up to get to where we need to be, but that's fine. Something I still need to practice is using Wither Impact every single time I go into a room and trying to dodge these bow shots a little bit better. I've been told that I rely on Wither Cloak a little bit too much in clear, so I'm trying to make a better habit of not using the cloak at least as much as I can. Shadow Assassins are still a little bit terrifying in terms of, you know, not using Wither Cloak, but I think eventually I'll be able to get over it. Am I able to do that? Okay, yeah, that was a good, decent gyro. It seems like I'm missing a mob, though. I don't really know where it is. Oh, it's this fellas right here. That's fine. We'll take him out. Our damage seems to be rather good. I'll be skipping puzzles for now, by the way. But our damage seems to be more than enough to be able to clear, especially if I was to start last breathing some of the mini bosses. Oh, yeah, stupid Withermancers are probably the hardest thing to clear for some reason, but I think that's pretty normal to have happen, but I don't know. So I guess this is basically the first footage you'll see of me playing M7. I don't think I've shown it before. But obviously, you know, I'm not ready to go into the boss or anything. I want to practice this as much as I can before we start doing real runs, just to make sure that I am as useful as possible. I mean, see, a minute and a half for a blood rush is pretty terrible, to be honest with you. So I definitely still have a little bit of work to get done before we're ready to start playing the actual floor. This room's always a boring mess, so I'll just skip it for now. Here's another mini boss room, so we'll see if I'm able to take this one out first try. I don't know what mini it is. It's a Shadow Assassin, so I have to be a little bit careful here. There he is. All right, let's ice spray wand him. Try and one cycle him. I'm not going to be able to just because of stuff. Oh, I did. Okay, we actually lived somehow. I need to keep using Wither Impact. There we go. I just gotta listen for that proc sound that I can't really hear when the ability gets used when I'm talking, which is a little bit more difficult, but I imagine at least when I'm doing the runs, normally I'm not going to be talking as much, so there is that too. I'm just trying to talk like clear so it's at least somewhat entertaining, but that's fine. This is actually one of my better clears, I think. So my goal is to be able to do this consistently in about 5 minutes or less, and it looks like right now we are probably on track for that, so I guess we'll see if I'm able to finish this next half. Oh, we got mines, which takes a good while to clear, so I don't know if that's going to happen this run, but I'll still try my best to, we'll do this, we'll clear this room, why not? This is also a mini boss room. So we use Wither Impact, and that's a frozen adventure. I'm just gonna group all these guys up here just in case, and I died. Yeah, these big open rooms are still a pretty big struggle for me. I've been told to like teleport to the other side and then like gyro and stuff, but I don't know. I usually end up getting nuked, so I think I need to practice the fundamentals of just being able to do that properly before I'm able to do more consistent clears. Then again, I also, you know, wasn't using my tank ult. If I was in a real run, I probably would have tank ulted that run just to make sure I don't die. But, you know, it's always better to practice, you know, on your own without using it just in case, because you're not always going to have it as a panic button. But, you know, in actual runs, you'll probably get it like once, maybe twice if runs are slow to be able to go invincible for like 20 seconds. So I guess that's good. But yeah, more or less, that's what my clears are looking like. I definitely want to practice it a lot more before I start hopping into runs. But, I mean, next video is probably just going to be playing M7, I guess. So, I don't know. I guess look forward to that. But for now, that's going to be this episode of Hypixel Skyblock IRONMAN. If you enjoyed, leave a like down below. Again, subscribe if you're at all new to the channel or just haven't already, as we are starting a brand new chapter, and I am officially declaring that the era of the Dark Claymore grind has begun. Next episode, I will basically, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be playing M7, so I just look forward to the beginning of our M7 journey on our Ironman profile. And of course, lastly, as it says on my scoreboard, use code TOAD if you ever buy anything off the Hypixel store, whether it's ranked gems or anything else. Using a creator code gives you a 5% off discount. My code is TOAD, TOAD, just like my name, and your support means the absolute world to me. But that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one for some M7. Take care.